In rural areas and farms, coyote populations are growing rapidly out of control. They attack livestock day and night, causing tens of millions of dollars in damage each year. Faced with increasingly fierce attacks, the government has allowed hunters and farmers to use guns and traps to control the booming wolf population. But the real effectiveness of these measures remains a big question. Are they enough to protect the livelihoods of Canadian farmers? Or are they just a temporary solution in an unequal battle with nature?
Stop!
According to the latest statistics, Canada has an estimated 60,000 to 80,000 coyotes. They are densely distributed in Alberta, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Forests and grasslands are ideal hunting environments. Alberta is the hottest region. Average densities are around 710 per 100 square kilometers.
Around here.
Populations have increased slightly over the past 10 years, thanks to abundant food sources and a stable climate.
They're smart.
But for farmers, it's a worry, not a joy. Each herd has 4 to 10 individuals. Acts on the leader's orders. They are intelligent, closely coordinated, and extremely patient. When hunting, they are as silent as the wind. Fast, accurate, even adult bulls have difficulty escaping their clutches. Spring is the most dangerous time. Newborn cubs. Wolves need a lot of food to grow them. They hunt day and night, from the low forest to the edge of the field. Then suddenly rush into the barn. All happens in a few short seconds. The next morning, the farmers only see the wolf's footprints on the ground. Wolves are not only fast, but also extremely intelligent. They observe, calculate, and wait. Before attacking, the pack howls softly to communicate, locate each other in the darkness. Then they spread out in an arc, gradually closing the circle around the prey. Every step has a purpose, not in a hurry, not showing any vulnerability. And when the distance is close enough, they charge at a speed of 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, leaving the calf or lamb no time to react. A bite to the neck, a swipe to the flank, it's all over in a few seconds. Deep bites on the neck and flanks are a telltale sign. Farmers know the culprit right away. A 2023 report found that Alberta and British Columbia lost more than 3,700 cattle. The loss is estimated at $13 million a year. Just one wolf can be devastating. It can take down 10 to 15 sheep in a night. Not because it's hungry. It's to stock up on food for the whole herd.
This is the primary hotspot area.
To stop the predator explosion, the Canadian government was forced to act. A large-scale controlled hunting and trapping program was implemented. Hunters were given special permits. Only 710 were allowed to be taken each season, depending on the area and wolf density. Every shot fired was an ecological decision, both to protect the livelihood of farmers and to keep nature in balance. A heavy job, but necessary in a world where humans and wolves coexist. Alberta, early March. Winter has just receded, but the air is still bitterly cold. The three hunters walked slowly along the edge of the forest. They wore thick coats. Rifles were slung over their shoulders. The most popular was still the 308 Winchester or the 30-06 Springfield. Both types of ammunition were favored for their long range and power, enough to take down an adult wolf with a single accurate shot. In front, the wolf's footprints were clearly visible on the damp ground. The animal had just passed by. The hunters hid behind a fallen pine tree, in the distance, about 100 yards or so. A male wolf was sniffing around an old wooden fence, the place where it had attacked a few nights ago.
Got no better than Eric can.
No voice, only heavy breathing and the wind. The hunter adjusted his scope, breathing evenly. Distance, 140 meters.
One. Right there.
Then bang.
Yeah.
The gunshot echoed in the quiet space. The wolf jerked, then fell to its knees, lying motionless in the dew-stained grass.
Drilled him. Good hit.
In rural, they approached slowly, recorded the coordinates, took photos to confirm, and reported over the radio. All in accordance with Canadian Wildlife Control Program procedures. In reality, the hunt often takes place in harsh conditions.
Right here, John.
When night falls, the temperature in the steppe can drop to -15 degrees Celsius. The hunter stands firmly in the snow. His hand tightens on the long-range rifle.
1, 2.
In the distance, a wolf is moving close to the edge of the forest.
I think so. I got it looked at him here.
The hunter looked through the scope. The ideal shooting distance is 200 meters, enough to ensure safety and accuracy. Boom. The wolf collapsed in the snow. The hunter remained still. He looked through the scope for a few more seconds to be sure.
Kill him.
Night hunting scenes always feel cold and tense. For them, every bullet is a decision. Killing a wolf means saving dozens of sheep, but it also means interfering with the natural order, a fragile line that everyone is aware of. But wolves are extremely cunning. Just a slight noise is enough to make them disappear in the blink of an eye before humans can approach. That's why, in addition to guns, steel leg traps have become familiar tools in many rural areas. In the middle of the misty morning forest, the hunter knelt at the edge of the trail.
At all.
The steel leg trap was buried deep in the moist soil, covered with dry leaves and weeds. New scent, new trace. Only a small piece of fresh meat lay carelessly in the middle of the path, enough to fool a cunning predator.
And I'm just gonna fluff it right back over. You can see, that's why I like you.
And go ahead and bed the trap in right in front of it. You want it just inside the top of that.
A few hours later, the quiet forest suddenly rang with a clang.
Got me another one.
The metallic sound tore through the air. It roared, pulled hard, but the steel cable connected to the heavy stake held it firmly to the ground.
Big coyote. We got him ready. We got him ready.
Get away.
It didn't want to, just doing what nature taught it, hunting to survive in a shrinking world. Forests burning, food running low, and humans, with their fences, guns, and traps, pushing deeper into the wild.
Got another coyote.
According to figures from the Canadian Wildlife Service, in 2022 alone, about 4,800 wolves were caught using leg traps.
Laminated trap. In other words, you can see where freezes.
That number accounts for more than half of all culled individuals in high-risk areas. This method is effective, especially in areas with large forests and deep mountains.
Texas
where guns are difficult to use. What do you think of this method? Effective or cruel? Leave your comments and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring the real dark corners of wildlife control in North America.
He's a mean one.
Despite the damage to agriculture, coyotes are still an important link in the ecosystem. They help control deer, keep the prairie from being overgrazed. Therefore, hunting must be limited. Avoid eradication, because the disappearance of wolves caused the Yellowstone ecosystem to collapse in the last century. Therefore, Canada applies the balance of control model. While protecting agriculture, while maintaining a stable population of about 50,000, 60,000 individuals nationwide.
We got them all.
North America, wild and vast land. Wind blows through deep forests, cold glaciers, wet mud imprinted with giant paw prints, the tracks of the strong and silent bear. They are omnivorous. They are intelligent and extremely adaptable. From humid Florida to icy Alaska, black bears roam the forests and the edges of villages. Numbering more than 900,000, the number has made biologists wonder. Further north, 55,000 brown bears still dominate the mountains of Montana, Wyoming, and British Columbia. Bears traverse snow, climb sharp rocks, and scale mountain slopes. More than 1 million bears live between humans and the wild. They keep nature breathing in balance. But that line is fading. The forest retreats. The city advances. And the question remains, how long will it take for those footprints to disappear? Bears rarely appear during the day. They hide deep in the forest. As dusk falls, their real lives begin. With their super sensitive sense of smell, they can detect scents from more than 1.5 kilometers away. The bears follow each trail, walking slowly, steadily, and almost silently. They eat everything: corn, honey, wild fruits, fish, rotting meat, even animal carcasses.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Yo, how do you watch me?
I'm calm. Okay, he's huge. I'm calm. Get inside the fucking door. Oh my fucking god.
Garage door is closed. It just opened the door. It can't touch the cars, can't touch the cars.
They were ready to approach the residential area. Many people said they saw that giant black shadow standing in the middle of the garbage dump or next to the chicken coop. The yellow eyes glowed in the night like two flames observing people. An adult bear can weigh 350 kilograms. Standing upright, it is over 2 meters tall. Just one swing of its arm is enough to knock over an iron barrel, destroy a wooden cage, or knock over a calf. That strength is terrifying, but bears are not aggressive. They just need to be full and quiet. In recent years, the damage caused by bears has increased dramatically. It is estimated that there are about 1,100 bear invasions into farms and residential areas each year.
Are you filming this? Oh, great. How did this happen?
Not only do they destroy barns, they also plow over crops and rummage through beehives.
Forward. They said not to stop. Start driving forward, Jacob.
In Alberta, Canada, the damage is estimated at $2-3 million Canadian dollars per year. Beekeepers, corn growers, everyone is affected. In Montana, USA, the situation is no better. Each year, the damage ranges from 1.5 to 2 million USD.
Oh no. There he goes. Oh!
About 60% of the incidents occur in the summer, when food in the forest is scarce. In 2022 alone, the total damage across North America will exceed 9.5 million USD. A figure that is up nearly 20% compared to 2019. In the beekeeping industry, bears are a real threat. Over 130 attacks on beehives have been recorded in the past year. Each incident costs between $4,000 and $6,000. Honey spills onto the ground, bees disappear, and entire harvests are lost. From 2018 to 2023, the total economic damage caused by bears has reached $45.50 million. With the damage getting worse, the Alberta government was forced to act. A population control program using licensed hunting was implemented. The goal was clear: reduce the bear population by 25% in 4 years to protect agriculture and maintain ecological balance. Do you think licensed hunting is really necessary? Leave a comment and let us know your views. The hunting season runs from April to June, when the snow melts, when the bear tracks are left in the wet mud. That time, the forest smells of earth, gunpowder, and the cold mountain wind.
Long wait this morning, eh? Next.
Hunters are only allowed to take one bear per season. They must complete safety training and identify the species beforehand.
Make sure you follow the regulations in Zone C.
Got it. Thank you, officer.
In 2022, Alberta issued more than 3,000 hunting licenses. Most were hunted with long-range rifles, in harsh conditions. Morning in Alberta. The air is chilly. The valley is covered in mist. A group of hunters head into the woods. They carry Ruger, Hawkeye and 338 Winchester Magnum rifles on their shoulders. Both models are powerful enough to pierce bear hides more than 5 centimeters thick. Ahead, amidst the fallen trees, a large black bear appeared. The hunter stopped. His hand shook slightly on the butt of his gun. The scope shook slightly. Then it stopped in place. Boom! The gunshot rang out. The bear roared, staggered a few steps, and collapsed. The sound echoed through the forest. The hunters approached. The guns were still at the ready.
But I will poke him.
The animal lay on its side. The bullet wound through the left shoulder, accurate to the centimeter. A hunt ended quickly and neatly, but left a heavy feeling. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow the next hunts where humans and nature have not yet found a stopping point. After hunting with rifles, many hunting groups in Alberta choose another way, using hunting dogs. This method requires higher skills, close coordination between people and dogs. Not everyone can do it, because just a small mistake can cause the whole hunt to fail or endanger the dogs themselves. The hunt begins. The morning mist is still thick.
We're all three split up, probably about.
The hounds rush forward, their sense of smell as sharp as a knife in the forest. They follow the footprints, their barks echoing in the deep, silent forest.
We come right down on it.
The shadow of the bear appears. The hunting party approaches step by step, breathing heavily in the dense bushes.
There it goes, there it goes.
The rocky highlands of East Africa, the dry wind blows through the canyons. Dust flies into faces, hair, and barren fields. Here the land is cracked, water scarce, and people are few. From the cliffs, baboons appeared. They walked in groups, orderly, alert. At first, just a few came down to look for food. Then the whole herd. They swarmed over the edge of the village, stole grain, destroyed barns, attacked livestock. Sometimes, they threw rocks at people. Sometimes, they sat on the mountaintop looking down as if watching every step of people. People call them the shadow of the mountain. In the afternoon, the entire rock slope moves with hundreds of dust-covered bodies, their eyes shining in the fading sunlight. No one dares to go to the fields anymore. No one dares to let their children go far. Baboons are not new to Africa. They live everywhere from the jungles to the rocky mountainsides. But when droughts persist, plants die and food sources dry up, they begin to leave the mountains. Swarms and swarms descended on the plains. From Kenya, Ethiopia to Namibia, they appeared around cornfields, banana gardens, and river banks. At first, just a few, then hundreds. They stole food, destroyed barns, and even attacked small livestock. An adult male can weigh up to 40 kilograms, with fangs longer than 5 centimeters, and just one bite is enough to take down a small animal. People lose their crops, causing damage in the millions of dollars every year. But what scares them more is not strength, but intelligence. They observe, remember, and adapt. Humans, despite having steel fences, fire, or alarm bells, are always one step behind. On that dry land, the war between humans and monkeys has yet to end.
We'll sweep the northern ridge first.
When the situation got out of control, the local authorities were forced to launch a baboon hunting campaign with rifles. Nothing was simple. The terrain was rugged, the wind was dry, and the red dust was thick. The helicopters were only flying reconnaissance flights, while the majority of the hunting was done by ground teams. They carried semi-automatic rifles, long-range binoculars, radios, and GPS devices. Moving in small groups, following the mountainside, hiding behind rocks. Everyone was silent. All they could hear was the whistling wind and the crackling of radios in their headphones. When the baboons appeared, the ground shook like waves. a shot rang out. Then two. The bullets echoed off the cliffs, mixing with the chaotic cries. Each shot was not only to take down the target, but to force the whole group to retreat deeper into the wilderness. Baboons were smart. The leader of the group always kept watch, sending out warning signals. The whole group dispersed according to the terrain. Hunters had to understand that rule and wait for them to cross the mountainside. Then they opened fire. The campaign lasted for many days. At night, they set up camp at the foot of the mountain, ate dry rations, slept amidst the distant howls. When it got dark, only small fires and the smell of gunpowder remained in the air. Hundreds were killed, thousands fled. But a few months later, they returned in larger numbers, more daring. The war continued, without end. The never-ending war. Will the baboons or the humans be exhausted first? Tell us what you think and subscribe to the channel today to witness the outcome of this battle.
No, the boss?
Oh, the baboon.
Planet of the Apes over there.
After several failed campaigns, the government changed course. They chose to set traps and use poison bait to control the baboons. Iron cages were hidden around cornfields near the river banks, where they often appeared. Inside were baits soaked in anesthetic, sometimes mixed with a mild poison that only needed one bite to knock them out. Night fell. A cold wind swept across the plateau, carrying the scent of the bait with it. Shadows appeared in the mist. They moved cautiously, sniffing, listening, observing. One approaches. Boom. The trap door slams shut, echoing loudly in the night. But not every time is successful. Baboons learn quickly. Some throw rocks to test the bait. Some break the trap, freeing their own kind. They remember, avoid, return from another direction. Every morning, the control team walks along the mountainside, collects traps, records, and sets new bait. The results change every day. Because the more they are hunted, they become smarter, faster, and more reckless than ever. A vicious cycle continues. Shoot, relocate, re-invade, then shoot again. Year after year, nothing changes. Baboon are pushed away, then come back. No one wants to admit the truth. The cause is not the animals, but the people. Forests are being cut down. Hills are being cut down. Farmland is being expanded, encroaching into the wilderness. Places that were once home to baboons are now just rocks and dust. They do not choose confrontation. They are just looking for food, water, and a place to survive. Humans, on the other hand, want to protect their fields, their livestock, and their lives.